Welcome, everybody, to Sexy Time with me, Big Sexy. And today we are going to be going over the Week 2 highlights of the Giants and Commanders game. Let's get right into it. This was a very competitive game. It was won by the Commanders, 18-21. We'll dive right into the first play here. So you'll see on the first play, Jaden Daniels, play action pass, rolls out to the right, and sacked by Andrew Phillips. Really good play by a young cornerback here, slot corner. So here, let's break that down. You'll see that it was just the end of a motion. So he was trying to tell if they were in zone or man, and no man followed them all the way over, so they were running a zone. Looked like a shell cover 4. As you see the play develop here, fakes it to Brian Robinson. Going through his reads, doesn't see anything. You'll see he starts to roll to his right, so he's going to go here. Andrew Phillips recognizes this and meets him here. Boom, creates a sack on a third down. So the very next play. So I have a few things wrong with this right off the gate, but we will watch this play to see it develop. So here, let's watch the play. Run right up the gut with Austin Eckler and gains 13 yards on a 3rd and 14. Somehow they still managed to hold them to a field goal on that, which is amazing to me, but this shouldn't have even happened in the first place. Probably the field goal still would have happened, but would have got off the field on 3rd down. So we got a person here, right? A person here. Absolutely, at least on the screen, maybe like right here, there's like a red shoe, but I mean, just so many yards between these receivers here. Like, I mean, I get wanting to play off a little bit and do a shell coverage, but I mean, come on. And what the hell is this? Why is there absolutely nobody in the middle of the field? This is just wide open, and it just blows my mind how on 3rd and 14 on a running play that they got 13 yards off of this. It's just unbelievable to me. So runs right up the gut, right again, makes a couple people miss. Boom. That should have never happened. To me, if there was somebody covering that middle of the field, Bobby Okereke does run back to cover the middle of the field, but I mean, why call this? Why have this formation like this? Just everybody's out of position. If Okereke was in position, maybe he wouldn't have made a miss like he did, because he's running back over here instead of already being set right here. I just don't understand it. I understand, like, it's a chess game between the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator at this point. That was just the wrong move, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe you guys see something that I'm not, but I can only tell you what I see in front of me. When it happened live, I'm like, what the hell are we doing? Giants got the ball on 3rd and 11, down 3, in enemy territory, right on the Washington's 41-yard line, okay? I thought that this was a really good play. Let's see this develop. You'll see Malik Neighbors over here. Runs an under cross right in the middle of the field. Defenders run right into each other, and boom. It was more like a drag play, or a drag route, rather. So here, all right, we'll see that again. Malik Neighbors is just going to come down here and beat him purely off of speed and skill. Well, we'll go ahead a little bit. So you'll see Malik Neighbors makes the person that's covering him running right into Bobby Wagner. Daniel Jones actually throws a competent pass right in stride. and first down and then some. This was a really good play. Then he catches a block upfield from Theo Johnson, and then you'll see as it goes on a little bit more, right here, guy leads with his helmet. I don't know why this wasn't called. There's just so many touchy rules with this sort of thing. It just blows my mind. But you can definitely see the guy right here leads with his helmet. Bam! You see the impact. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised that Malik Neighbors didn't suffer a concussion from that. That was a pretty hard hit to the side of the head, right there. But nonetheless, gets right up. I'll get rid of that little circle there. Flexes on him. Good play. Next play, Devin Singletary. Touchdown. Altogether, a really good drive. I thought we did some pretty good things offensively. Yep, nice blocking scheme. You know, out of all the negatives that I've seen from this team this year, the offensive line is not one of them, actually. Like, I thought the offensive line has actually done a really good job. Like my past video that you saw about me breaking down week 1, I felt as though the sacks weren't really the O-line's fault. It was more Daniel Jones's fault with holding on to the ball too much. This week, we didn't really have a lot of that, fortunately. Like I said, I really think that we did some good things offensively. Now, this game was kind of a little weird because Graham Gano got hurt right in the first on the first kickoff. So we didn't have a kicker all game. So if you watch this game and wonder why the hell are the Giants going for 2 all the time, it was because our kicker was hurt. And we tried to have our punter, Jamie Gillian, a.k.a. the Scottish Hammer, tried to attempt to do an extra point, and it didn't work out so well. Team decided to just go for 2, and they thought that was the best course of action. Would have been nice if they were able to convert on some of those 2-point attempts, but I digress. So, okay, continuing on. 3rd and 4. This is just a hell of a catch right here by Zach Ertz. I mean, I thought that this was a good read on the ball by Pinnock. You know, nothing to really complain about there. That was just a hell of a catch. 3rd and 6. Giant sack right here. Great defense. Honestly, great defense. Forces another field goal. Nothing to complain about there. All right. Another solid run by Singletary here. Like I said, offensive line was really creating some good running lanes for the running back. Okay, so we'll watch this play unfold. Another 3rd and long. How the hell is this even happening? Like, okay, here, let's rewind back a little here. 4 down lineman right there. Why the hell is the middle linebacker 8 yards back? I really don't understand it. He's starting 8 yards back. That's where he is starting. Tell me why. Because it ain't nothing but a heartbreak. My opinion, man, I feel like Burns should be, forcing the tackle wide. Also, on this side, forcing the tackle wide. You have an empty back set in the backfield. Jaden Daniels is back there by himself. I want to say that's Austin Eckler that's right there. Does a chip and run right there. So, but yeah, these D linemen need to get wide and out and contain this scramble. I mean, for crying out loud, this guy, did just win the Heisman last year. So, I know he's a rookie, but you got to show him some sort of respect. The kid's got speed. All right. And we need to recognize that. So these guys here have to get wide and contain. Wide and contain. And then Okereke here needs to be up further. And honestly, I would just have him spy him and react to him rather than whatever the hell Shane Bowen's got him doing over here. So again, we'll watch this develop. They don't get wide enough early enough. And there's nobody in the middle of the field to react to him. First down. That's going to happen all day long. All day long. The Giants got completely torched in the running game today. A lot of running yards and all off season with this defense. defensive scheme. All I was hearing is, oh, we're going to be great at stopping the run. I didn't see it today or last week. Where's the run stopping? I honestly felt like when we had Wink Martindale, we stopped the run a lot better than we did right now. I don't see it. So another 3rd and long here. If it's in the highlight, it must have been good. Look at that. Another first down. Unbelievable. We get them in these 3rd and long situations, and we can't get off the field. We can't get off the field. It's ridiculous. Really letting them get right into the red zone. So here, we'll start again with this running play here. Just a complete breakdown. Missed tackles. Out of position. Just poor defensive execution right there. And then, look at that. Okay, so here we'll rewind this a little bit. Right here. Eckler was right here. It's like there was a little design screenplay just played right into their hands. So another field goal. The kicker made 7 of these damn field goals. I couldn't believe it. And then next play. Oh my God, Daniel Jones threw a touchdown pass. Did Christmas come early? Guess not, because we didn't win. I'm telling you what, Malik Neighbors went off today. I'm really excited to see what this kid does this year, and if we actually get a good quarterback to throw him the ball. I think Malik Neighbors is going to be a good receiver for a long time. Here, you'll see this stat here, right? 4 hurries, 4 hits, only 1 sack allowed through 2 quarters. That stat kind of shows you how well that the Giants offensive line was playing. Really good job by the offensive line today. I have really nothing bad to say about them at all. And if you know anything about Giants football, that has been a gleaming problem over the past 12 years has been the offensive line. So Singletary runs and he fumbles. This was the only thing that I have to say that was bad, other than the fumble, obviously. Singletary running up the left side of the field, right, with the ball in his right hand here, when he should have the ball in his left hand. So if there is a punch out, it's more likely to go to the sideline rather than the middle of the field, but I digress. Washington recovers, is able to get a key stop right there. 3rd down. We're not getting off the field. Okay, we bring the house. Zach Ertz was able to chip the end here and then pop right behind the zone coverage. So you'll see it develop, right? That was Zach Ertz right there. I think actually, was that him right there? I think it's got to be one of these two right here. One of these two is Zach Ertz right here. I can't really tell. I hate the side view. I wish I was able to see the backs of their jerseys and their numbers, because then I'd be able to tell right away. Then again, so neither one of those was Zach Ertz. But he was open nonetheless, and it was a busted coverage on 3rd down. You just can't seem to get off the field on 3rd down. That's been the story of the life on a Giants defense for a while now. 3rd and 1. Just unbelievable. How is he able to break out through that? How do they lose him? Like, look at this. Look at this. Just not paying attention. He slips out, goes right up the field for about 40 or 50 yards. Almost. Just gets right out of this scrummage here. Nobody's paying attention to the ball carrier, and he just darts up the field. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Slips out right there. Oh my God, we lost him. Oh my God, now we got to have a chase down tackle. Right in the red zone. Again. We're able to hold him to a field goal. Like I said, the kicker made 7 field goals. You tell me that a team that got 3 touchdowns and a team that got nothing but field goals the team that got nothing but field goals won the game. Crazy. Insane. Only the New York Football Giants, they snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. I tell you, it's amazing how they do it. And then again, as much as I was giving Daniel Jones shit last week, he played a decent game today. Like, I'm recording this on the same day. I don't know when this will come out, but he played a good game today. Didn't turn the ball over. Threw a couple touchdowns. Didn't really have any reads where I was scratching my head, so that's a positive. Then again, another field goal. Now we're into the fourth quarter. Just wide open. I just don't understand why we're just letting them drive down the field on us like that. We're able to get stops in the red zone for some reason, but we can't seem to stop anything in our own territory. Why is there so much separation out here? Just why? And then you bring these two guys up. At least play these guys a little bit closer. I mean, come on. And how they were this far back and he was still able to somehow get behind our defense. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Just running at will. Doing anything at will. Again, terrible job at setting the edge here. Just terrible. Those ends have to set the edge. And then field goal. Commanders win the football game. Now, it didn't help that we didn't have our kicker. That's a, obvious thing. But I just don't understand how we weren't prepared for that to happen. Yeah, this team, finds new ways to lose games. And, I'll never understand it. There was just some really bad coverages on other than what we were doing in the red zone. Obviously, we were able to hold them to nothing but field goals and not get any touchdowns. And, the Commanders are, any team in the NFL is a good football team, right? Because they're in pro football. But the Commanders are not, one of the top teams in that league, right? They're not, they're a young team. They got some young talent, but, they're not a top level team. And neither are we. I'm not saying that we are by any means, but this is a game, last week and this week are games that we should win, especially if we're paying a quarterback $40 million a year. We make a big off-season moves to trade for and sign one Brian Burns. Paid him a lot of money, and he's, hasn't really shown up at all. I don't think he's even gotten a sack yet this season. When's he going to show up? And then Kayvon Thibodeau, where are you at? Haven't seen you do anything this year. I'm just wondering when, some of the guys that we put a lot of stock in this franchise are going to show up. So next week, we go on the road to Cleveland. So we will, we'll see how that turns out. I mean, Cleveland played a tough game today. They have a stingy defense. We'll see how our offense fares on that. How our O-line stands up to that really good Cleveland Browns defensive line. Yeah, I really don't know if the Giants are going to win a game this year. It's just surprising to me that they just keep finding ways to do this. Other than that, that's really all I have to talk about today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen to me ramble on and rant on about my football team losing a game today. So I really appreciate it. Follow us on all our shows, our socials. Social. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, follow them. Just go ahead and follow them. But yeah, no, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Any friends that are Giants fans that feel like I do, show them this video. They'll want to see it. So, I was really lucky to be able to do something like this because my boy BG was in town and he let me take the reins on his equipment here, and I was able to break down a little film for you. So I had a lot of fun doing this. So run this video up, get the views up, like it, share it, everything. So other than that, this has been Sexy Time with me, Big Sexy. Big Sexy out.